It's time for breakfast. It's time for breakfast. Ooh, It's breakfast time, y'all. Time, y'all. Time, y'all. Time. Yeah. Hey, y'all. I'm back in the kitchen. It's breakfast time. I got my shoulders covered, so let me go ahead and put on my apron. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Could you be mine? All right, y'all. I am back in the kitchen. It's breakfast time. Let me go ahead and moisturize. I gotta do it. Moisturize. Let's do it. Moisturize. Huh, huh. These y'all. Moisturize. Come on, moisturize. Moisturize. These y'all. Oh yeah. So did that. Let me do another thing. Hey Siri. Turn on Do Not Disturb. All right now, hang the sign up on the door. I said, don't disturb this groove. All I need is for me and you. In the winter day that I'm so into you. Let me get this bottle up off the floor. This is recycling. All right. Oh man. So's brewing up a cup of coffee and doing my thing. Now today, I had doing some various things this morning. I was not sure if I was going to do a breakfast, not going to do a breakfast. And I said, you know what? Because I had a little bit of a snack earlier. I said, I'm going to do a simple breakfast classic. That's right. Eggs and bacon. Some fruit on the side. But I figured, hey, why don't I do it in the presence of my friends and or enemies, whatever. And, that way I have my breakfast and I spend a little time with y'all, let y'all know how we feel about love. Paint a pretty smile each day. Loving is a blessing, yeah. Never let it fade away. It's all about love, yeah. Build yourself a true romance. Beauty that's around you, yeah. All right, y'all. Y'all know we have a theory here on the Rick Younger Low Budget Morning Show that everything tastes better in a Rick Younger Show mug. Every once in a while, a undissolved coffee crystal will get into your coffee. We got to get rid of that. That stands for salt. We throw that away. All right, so let me go ahead and test this theory. Before I go any further, ooh, that good coffee. Yes, indeed. Absolutely no doubt about it. It's a nice sunny day today here in New York. It's going up to a high of 71 or so, which is not bad, Good morning, Sir Kane. Yeah, so since we know I'm just doing a simple classic of eggs and bacon, not or. It's going to definitely be some bacon. I'm going to go ahead and do just work out backs. Work out backs. Got to get breakfast started. He's like, I like my coffee. Sir Ken said he like my coffee like I like my women. Strong and delicious. I like my coffee like I like my women. First thing in the morning. I like my coffee like I like my woman. Right after a good meal. Woo. I like my coffee like I like my woman in a Rick Younger Show mug. Oh man, I got a million of them, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go ahead and put the bacon in the pan. Put a little bacon in the pan. I'm gonna have a whole rasher. That's 3 strips of rasher with bacon. A rasher. Don't get rash. Let's not be rash. Except if we're dealing with bacon. A rasher it is. Oh yeah. So, what are we doing today? Well, for me in my house, today Rory has swimming, Here lately, I have not been taking him to swimming, but the person who's been taking him is not available today. So Dad is back. Dad is back in the game. So I know what that means. That's another reason why I just go ahead and have those eggs and bacon. You don't need nothing heavy, because guess what? Rory, when I pick him up, he gonna want some chicken and biscuits. Chicken and biscuits. Don't think you heard me. When it's in the head, get the chicken and biscuits. Chicken and biscuits. Chicken and biscuits. Chicken and biscuits. Basquiat's. Chicken and Basquiat's. Jean-Michel Basquiat's. What? Now, see, he died too soon. Because I'm sure that at some point, he'd have been serving up some Basquiat's. Chicken and Basquiat's. Some Basquiat biscuits. But alas, the world may never know. I mean, unless you are a biscuit chef. Is there such a thing as a biscuit chef? I know there's pastry chefs. Why can't you just say, I'm a chef. I specialize in biscuits. Biscuits only. Biscuits only. All I wanted was half a dozen biscuits and some butter. That, you say, Ricky, where's that from? That is from my life. Back in the day, when we were in high school, the early days of the band, back when we were called Confusion, we used to have band practice, followed by going to Kentucky Fried Chicken. And there would always be, or periodically, there would be some type of drama at the Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's just the way it is in the city. In the city, you liable to see anything at a chicken spot. I heard biscuits, so they had biscuits and sausage gravy that far up north. And man, biscuits and sausage gravy is universal. As long as there are people who know biscuits and sausage gravy will go. That's the other thing. You got to realize that any place where there are biscuits and sausage gravy type of people, i.e. people who may have originated from the South or their family members originated from the South, they have taken biscuits and sausage cuisine wherever they go. Oh yeah, I was talking with somebody about the Waffle House. They were talking about how they like the Waffle House. Of course, one of the big things, the hash browns, when you can get the extra stuff added in, always like that. See, me being from Baltimore and then starting my comedy career in DC and doing a lot of my early comedy going down south, Waffle House. I remember in Columbia, South Carolina, they put us up at a hotel which is right next to the Waffle House. That meant Waffle House for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That could very possibly be your day. But yeah. And I was talking to somebody, they were talking about how they like, they walk the Waffle House. I said, yeah, and all the people who work there can fight. You are not going to win a fight against a Waffle House employee. They already mad they at the Waffle House. They're like, I will kick you. I will kick, man, if you don't get on my face, I'm working at the Waffle House. And you won't give me a hard way to go. And you won't give me a hard way to go. You know when a person go up several octaves, you are once again in big trouble in Little China. So yeah. So I appreciate a Waffle House meal. It's been a while. I'm trying to think when the last time, man, I don't think I've been to a Waffle House in a good, okay. This would have been before Lolo. So over 8 years since I've been to a Waffle House. I went to Waffle House the last time, well, not the last time, when I was performing at the Asheville Comedy Festival, flew into Charlotte, got a rental car, and then drove to Asheville. So on the ride to Asheville, that's when I stopped at the Waffle House. I believe that's the last time, because you got to also remember, they're not up here. So it's like you're not really getting into Waffle House territory until you get down into Virginia, really. Every once in a while there's one, but I'm saying, so I believe there is a Waffle House in Maryland. There's some in, Northern Virginia. But once you start getting down Richmond and below, that's when every last possible stop you could possibly be coming across a Waffle House. So like last week, when I took my mother to breakfast, we went to IHOP. IHOP is big in that area. Bob Evans. Speaking of sausage and gravy, yeah, down here in Florida, we have two Waffle Houses within 5 minutes. Yeah. It's like y'all got Waffle Houses like some areas have liquor stores. Like New York got bodegas. So yeah. But yeah, I appreciate it. Good ball. That's the good thing. That's one of the good things about comedy, being a comedian or a comedian on the road. I think every comedian should have a road period. My road period is kind of past. I mean, and really at this point, I do out of town gigs, but I don't do road gigs. You say, Rick, what is a road gig? Well, the road gig is when, like this weekend, I'm at the Chuckle Hut in Richmond, Virginia, and then I'm like. Then the next week, I might be at Charlie Goodnight's in Raleigh, North Carolina. Then I might go on down to Columbia. You know, like you actually going from place to place on the road, or almost every weekend is filled with you playing in a comedy place outside of your city. And you're driving. That's the other thing. The thing is, most of the time with the road, it's a lot of driving involved. Not saying that every gig you go on is a driving gig, but a lot of them are. I killed a car, like in my first 6 years of. You know what, I killed a couple of cars, yes, on the road. I had a Ford Escort that I got right before I graduated college. Bam, taking that joke all over the place. Then I got a Ford Explorer. Drove that till the transmission went up, you know. So me and my mother traded in my car and her car to get another Ford Explorer. But that one was not a road Explorer. That was a at-home Explorer. And I used to do my travel. That's when I started to slow down on the road, and that's when I made them, started focusing on New York. So now it's like I do most of my gigs in and around New York. I will come to your town for the right price, but most of the time when I go out of town, it's not like a road gig as far as me driving. You had a 1982 Ford Escort. My first car was a 1989 Ford Escort, which got totaled when I got hit by a tractor trailer coming up 95 North I was coming back home from the University of Maryland to Baltimore, and it was a rainy night. And you know how Eddie Rabbit loves a rainy night? I don't love a rainy night. Because of that, I am so very cautious. I'm telling you, if you never, I was on a podcast, The Woo Woo with Rachel Dratch and Irene Grimmins, where I talked about that experience, how the near death experience was the thing that made me say, you know what, I'm going for it as far as this career. I'm one of those where I literally, in the midst of this accident, I thought I was going to die. I had resigned myself to the fact that, yep, I'm about to die. I looked into the heavens, was like, all right, here we go. And fortunately, my car did not go under the tractor trailer. It must have spun around so that the car, the low part of the car was no longer about to go under. My car got hit and knocked across several lanes and into a ditch. And fortunately, there were no cars coming. So when I got knocked across, I didn't get hit going back across. And the thing that was so crazy about it is that once my car came to a stop in the ditch, all of a sudden, all these cars started going past. And of course, there were a few people that stopped. I remember being in the car and, getting out of the car and people running towards me like, you okay? You okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. The car was totaled. Just so happened, this was back before my brother retired as a state trooper. So I was actually like one highway exit from my brother's barracks. So I had left the car obviously, and I had someone take me to my brother's barracks. I can't remember if it was one of the people that came up or whether it was a cop. And whether it was another trooper. They took me to my brother's barracks, and then my brother came and got me, all that other stuff. But yeah, that was something. It was one of those things, like I said, it made me, it just gave me the realization of, how things can change in an instant and your life can be over. I mean, since then I have experienced a few other things, not even necessarily things that happened directly to me, but happened in my life where the realization that, hey, it can be over quickly. And I say all that to say, whatever it is you want to do in life, do it. Don't keep waiting on it. Don't keep waiting on when you're going to use that fine china and when you're going to do this. Or once I retire, I'm going to start accumulating your experiences. That's one of the things I love about what I do. I'm constantly getting wonderful experiences. Sometimes I get the opportunity to do things that I would not be able to afford otherwise because I get taken places and invited to perform. And, here I am. I'm in Chicago. I'm going to enjoy this. Here I am. I'm in Buenos Aires. I'm here. I'm there. So say all that to say, especially as we get older, a friend of mine on Facebook, he said something and he don't even realize. I mean, he has no idea that I'm quoting him right now, but he's talking about how as he's gotten older, he's realized that experiences are way more valuable than things, So he's like, that reminds me, I gotta renew my passport. So I need to be able to go places. So that's another thing I need to, as a matter of fact, I think I should start working on that today. Because then now you can do your renewal of your passport online through your phone, every step, including the photo. I mean, at least that's what I saw in the advertisement telling me that I could do that. So, again, people, if we don't learn nothing else today, life is for learning, and the purpose is joining up with the Lord. 1,000 bodies leave you, but your soul is never destroyed. Yeah, that's a song. Life is for learning by Marvin Gaye. The artist pays the price, shooby-doo, so you don't have to pay. Boom, 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 boom. Only you would listen to what they have to say. All right, now. So I got these strips of bacon. Flip the strips. Now it's time to do my eggs. Reminds me of high school. The high school physics teacher, Mr. Mann. He said that was our bell, and we were going to let us depart. So a lot of characters at my high school. Mr. Paul, Mr. Symbolista. Now, Mr. Symbolista was allegedly had a glass eye, and there's a story that he took out the eye one time and sat it on his desk and said, I got my eye on you. But it's like, is that true? Is it legend? Is it myth? Is it fact? But because our school, Baltimore Polytechnic Institute, it was an all-boys school at one point. So a lot of the old teachers were there back when it was all boys. And they used to always talk about how much they wished that the school would have stayed all boys. But, it didn't. Those boys who were in the school, we're like, nah, we cool with girls being here. The thing that's so crazy, well, not crazy. The thing is that there was in Baltimore, right next door to our school, Baltimore Polytechnic Institute, is Western High School, which is all girls, and still all girls to this day. Now, don't get me wrong, Poly has girls, but at least when I was there, even though it was co-ed, it was not a lot of girls. But I ain't gonna lie, we had some nice girls though. Don't get me wrong, we had some nice girls. Just wasn't a lot of them. They was outnumbered, but also you had Western, the all-girls school next door. That's why I was like, most people were like, well, we'll just go to Western, but no. But I appreciate, everybody getting an opportunity. Because Poly is a really good school, and it's a specific school. Baltimore Polytechnic Institute. So math, science, and engineering was like the thing. So there were girls who wanted to study those fields. So I get it. All right. There goes some eggs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, all right. Did Coffee Mama come in? Good morning, Coffee Mama. When I saw Tanya ask how was Connecticut, I said, Coffee Mama must have rolled up in here. All right, all right. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead. Go ahead, man. All right, it is time. It's time. It's about that time, y'all. Time for clean up, clean up. Everybody, everywhere. So hey, y'all, let your requests be known, cause I'm gonna keep it moving. I do have a few things to do before I go out to get the boy. The boy. That's right. Sometimes I call him the boy. See her twist and turn and love her fuse is burning. Sexy baby. Now, for those of you in the Baltimore area, it's getting to be that time of year, y'all. That's right. The Powell Young Project at our outdoor performances at Bread and Circuses in Towson. I believe our first date is in June. It'll be the Sunday after Father's Day. So I believe that's the 22nd of June. So if you're in the area, get your mind right. All right, all right. All right with me. All right with me. All right. Did I get any requests? Did anyone put in some requests? I'm wishing on a star, boom, gone, gone, to follow where you are. I'm wishing on a dream, gone, 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 to follow what it means. Yeah, see, I messed around and let my passport lapse. And I keep forgetting to, because like most of the time it's like, when you're not thinking about a trip. But here's what keeps happening to me. I keep getting auditions for stuff where they're like, you need a valid passport. Then I'm like, oh man, now if I book this thing, I gotta do this expedited version, which costs an arm and a leg. So I need to go ahead and do the passport renewal at a time when I'm not, not having to do an expedited, more expensive version. But here it is. Right now, I have to do a self tape for something that shoots in Toronto. So I need a passport, and I probably still have to do the expedited. Mommy Curls done rolled up in here. What you doing, Mommy Curls? How you doing? Hey, how you doing? I love you, honey, I love you, I do. You're more than you ever know, it's for sure. Yeah, you can always count on my love forevermore. And baby, when we're together, say I'm alright and you're alright, it's like paradise. All right. And I saw, honey, you are my shining star. Don't you go away. Wanna be right here where you are till my dying day, girl. So may I try to find a love like yours and mine. Girl, don't you realize, got me hypnotized. Maybe love you more each time. Oh yeah, give my love to your love. Don't you go away, girl. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Yeah. Little Gerald. What's Gerald's last name? Gerald. All right, y'all. Well, I'm here to get on out of here. Let me show y'all. Let me show you one last time this delicious breakfast classic of mine. You know, gonna get on out of here. Gonna do what I gotta do. Um, you know, because y'all know how we do. We started back in the day. We've kept it going. So we're speaking positive things into our lives, saying things as though they are, even if they're not that way yet, because we are constantly on that journey. So, for example, my positive affirmations: I am Rick Younger, world famous leading man, award-winning actor, groundbreaking comedian, Broadway star, and legend. And I get paid very, very well to do what I do. But it's not enough to just say it. I gotta get up, get out, and do the things to make it a reality. So figure out who you are and what you're gonna do and make it happen. So I want to thank y'all for coming in and showing me the love and allowing me to show the love to you. But more importantly, I want you to take the love we've gathered here today and I want you to go out and spread it. Spread it like Nutella, like butter, like cream cheese, whatever you spread. Vegemite, jam and no preserves, mayonnaise and no mustard. All right, let's do that. Spread love, ba ba da da ba ba do do do. Spread love. The truth is now the skies are set. Love could open any door. Oh, but I wish we had much more. Love is what we need. Bang, bang. All right, y'all. Y'all know where to find me. I'm at Rick Younger. You know, I'm on, what am I on? Blue Sky, Threads, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube.com/Rick Younger. Go subscribe. Facebook.com/Rick Younger page. Go like that. Or Google me. I'm the first 6 to 12 pages of Rick Younger on Google. All right? It's time to say goodbye for now. We'll have our second time around. But before you go, there's something I want to say. Everything's not what it seems. There's a stronger force behind the scenes. He's in our lives every day. He's right there when we call. In him is where my strength lies. I lift my eyes beyond the sky. Cause only he can save my life and only he can hear my cry. I wanna thank you, God, for giving me one more chance to raise my voice and to sing your praise. I sing it out loud. I sing it all day. This song is my prayer I give to only you. I know it can't compare to a gift from you. You gave me your love. You gave me your son. Now I say amen. Oh, Father, 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 I say